Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It's me, TheGeekDaddy. We are back for another Fernbus Simulator video. This time continuing our A to Z series, and what we're doing this time is going B to C to D, so getting through those letters quite quickly. It made sense to do it that way because the destination I'm starting in Biarritz, which in the last part of the video series we went from Brest to Biarritz or Biarritz. I can never remember how to say it. And then we're going from there today, and we're going to Clermont-Ferrand and then on to Dijon. So B to C to D in this part. We're using the same coach again as we did last time, the Scania Interlink 14.6 meters. There it is in all its green glory. So we're going to start and we're going to make our way to those destinations and see how the weather treats us and the traffic conditions and what so on and so forth. So it's telling me the Wi-Fi is malfunctioning before we've even started on our route, which is great, isn't it? So yeah, this bus, I don't know, it's not going to do us any good having a Wi-Fi issue on the bus. Let's get everything set up here. So we want to shut that front door like so. Get the bus turned on. Not sure why we have an indicator going away like so. Let's get the destination on. I've given it route 50. I'm just numbering the routes randomly, just picking a number off the top of my head and going with it. I do have a PDF that has a list of all of the actual real-life Flixbus routes. If you want it for your own sort of usage with the game, pop a comment in the video and I'll send it your way. We'll work out how to do that. Right, let's get underway. Put that into gear. We always forget to go into gear, don't we? We need to find our way out of this area, this depot area that we seem to be in. I'm going to go... I don't think that's the way. We'll find our way out. We'll put our lights on as well, that will help, won't it? That's not the way out either, is it? We're getting lost before we've even started. That is the gate. We finally made it. And I would assume that we are going to go right, left. Okay. We have got some heavy morning traffic. This is going to be a problem, getting out of here. Do we still have our door open? This is an issue. I don't know if we've got our front door still open. No, we haven't. It is closed. Okay. Let's make sure that we've got all our bits and pieces on that we need on. So our aircon, I'll set that to 21. Said the Wi-Fi was malfunctioning, so we'll leave that off. We're not getting out of here anytime soon, are we? We might have to dial down the traffic so we can actually get out. And onto the road. Nothing's going to let me out. Let's turn traffic down for a minute. Let's log in, first of all. Let's do that so we can see our route. We'll go to settings and we'll turn the traffic down if we can. I can't remember where it is. Traffic density. We'll turn it down to 40 for a minute and see if that helps solve the issue. We are not getting out of here anytime soon. It might take a little while for the game to figure out that we've turned the traffic down. Let's see. I would like to be let out so I can get on the road. Anyone going to let me out? Not one person. They're so rude. It looks like it might be a bit clearer after that green van that's just coming into play now. So we'll go after that one. I can't get through there. Let's not be silly about it. We will go now. Oh yeah. Nobody going that way wanted to let me out. I'm going to go right here. My headlights don't seem to be working all that brilliantly. It's very, very dark. I appear to be on the wrong side of the road there. Just to prove a point that I can't see. So we are starting nice and early in the morning, which gives us the best chance at having a decent run in daylight. We'll see how we get on with that. Make our way to the pickup stop. We're going a little bit fast. This is the one that's got that weird, literally you sort of turn immediately after coming onto the roundabout. It's very odd. Anyway, we have managed to do it without having to go all the way around the roundabout like we did in the last episode in order to get into Biarritz. Somebody will tell me the correct pronunciation, I am sure. Just indicate so we can get into here. passengers are already here nice and early, ready to be collected. And that's passengers all booked in. Let's open the door. Okay, if you want to put your luggage under the bus, like so, you're going all the way to Dijon. Good, good. Where are you going? You're going all the way to Dijon as well. And you're going to Clermont-Ferrand. And you, Clermont, Dijon, Clermont, Dijon for you. Where would you like to go? You're going to Clermont-Ferrand. So let's find that on our little phone unit thing. There we go. And get her checked in. She's obviously off to see her, I don't know, her grandchildren or something maybe? Dijon? Where are you off to, love? You're off to Dijon as well. They're all off to Dijon to get some mustard. There we are. Are you off to Dijon for some mustard as well? Clermont, for you. Where are you going, sir? You're off for the mustard as well. Okay. Let's close the hatches. Get ourselves on the way. If I can figure out how to sit back down. There we are. Let's get these reading lights on for the passengers. That's not... doesn't appear to be working. Close the door there. We'll use that one to close the door. That would be because the engine is off. So that's why it's not showing any of that stuff. We will go into neutral. We'll get our engine started back up. We've got a couple of minutes before we're due to depart. We will click start ride, like so. That gets us checked in with Central, so we know where we are. And we will make sure everything is all hunky-dory there. That doesn't work, that one. We'll do the safety announcements while we wait. I'll have a swig of coffee. Pop the old thermos down, as it were. I've got an actual cup of coffee while I'm recording, but for the purposes of the game, it will say that the driver has a thermos of coffee that he can swig from on this trip. Get the handbrake off, we'll indicate. We'll try and check the mirrors as well. I think we're okay to leave. We've got a couple of minutes still. But we'll get ready to depart. We're departing a little bit early, but all our passengers are on board. We're ready to go. We'll just slowly make our way out of Biarritz. Like I say, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's not a town I'm familiar with. Make our way around here. We've got some palm trees there. We are in the south of France. The announcement is now playing out in English, having done so in German. Get around this roundabout. We're good. We're clear.
If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are marked accordingly.
We'll make our way out. The mountains are in front of us. So we will be passing very close through those mountains, I would imagine, as we make our way northeast towards Clermont-Ferrand. So if we have a look on the map, this is where we are going. So we're passing by Bordeaux, but we're not going into Bordeaux itself. We're passing all the way up here up to Clermont-Ferrand, and then we go east before heading north up into Dijon, which should be a nice good run. It's quite a lengthy run though, but I thought we'd do something a little bit longer than normal. I think last episode was fairly long, but yeah, we'll try and give some short runs as well, just to knock off the stops and the list. But let's get on with it for now.
We're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, it's saying, and now we can finally set off, but we set off about 5 minutes ago, so yeah, it's all good. We have got this toll area. Let's just make our way through that. The roads are quite clear because I turned the traffic down. We'll knock that back up in a second. I usually go for about sort of anywhere between 40 and 60. But it's early morning, so I want the road to be fairly clear. And we'll knock that back up in a minute. There's still traffic on the road, it's just not as heavy as it was as we were trying to get out the depot there. We need to go round this roundabout, which we have somehow stopped on because my brakes are way too good. Oh my goodness, that is tight. That is really tight. Let's get around here. Let's go into high beams. Left there. Oh, I'm off the road ever so slightly. I can't see is the problem. Put our high beams on for a minute. Get over. I'm blinding everyone by having my high beams on. Let's just sort that out a second. Oh, I don't know what I did there. We're following the signs for Bordeaux, but we're not going into Bordeaux itself, so we are passing right close to it. We did Bordeaux in the last episode, so if you haven't checked that one out, please do so, if you're following along with the series. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please consider doing so. I don't like to mention it too often, but it really does help the channel out. The growth of the channel is important, so we can get the content out to more people. A little bit close to that truck, so I want to overtake. Obviously, with it being quite as dark as it is, it's really not too easy to do so. can't see the traffic coming up the left side. Until the headlights spawn in, it's a bit tricky. We're going to go for it. I think we're alright. There was something just behind us just then as we started to pull out. There we go. Get around you. The sun is starting to come up now. We can just see it creeping over the horizon there. We are going to have to be aware of that. Oh, I've just had an accident. Yeah, I know. But did you die? You didn't. You're fine. Well, I've had an accident again. I don't know how. I imagine there was something behind me or to the side of me just then. Let's try and manage this. Yeah, there was a car to the left of us. I think we might have just hit him. Not a problem. It was a minor thing. We'll sort that out with the insurance companies, of course. Right. Let's keep going. We have 449 kilometres to Clermont-Ferrand. It's quite a journey, this one. Stay in the middle lane for a bit. Oh, I've just lost traction now a little bit there. I don't know what happened. The graphics are ghosting a little bit as well, I've noticed on that car. Certain times where it does it and certain times where it doesn't. There's a little bit going on there. It's one of those things. We'll be alright. Yeah, that corner almost caught me out. I want that livery. I like that livery on that coach. It's nice. I'll have to have a look and see if there's a coach that I can put it on. There must be one. So the sun is now coming up properly. So we're not in the dark anymore. That's good. We'll leave the headlights on for the minute. Continue our trip to Clermont-Ferrand. 400 kilometres. It's quite a trip.
Alles verschüttet. Danke.
have to try and manage my speed through these bends a little bit better. I'm obviously having accidents. Somebody spilled their coffee there, so we tapped another vehicle. I'm just aware that I've got traffic coming up on the right hand side of me, which ultimately they shouldn't be doing. I'll get into this lane and they can perhaps swing out to the left to overtake, like so. Just as I said it. I've got traffic behind me, I can see the headlights in the mirrors. I'm going to pull out to overtake. Continuing on, 353 kilometres to go. We are doing okay. This is a long trip though, that's the only problem. There was a bug where when I set the routes up it doesn't show me the distance. I don't know why it's doing that, because it used to. It's only recently that it stopped doing it. So I need to figure out that bug and see if there's a way to work around it, because not being able to know exactly how long the routes are when I create them is a bit of a problem. I'm going to indicate to go into the left hand lane here, like so. I don't know if we want to stay in this lane or not. Seeing we do. We're all good. It's all good. With the distance that we're travelling, we are going to have to stop for fuel at least once. We're alright at the minute, but this bus does have a smaller tank than some of the other coaches that we've used. Probably not really designed for the distances that we're travelling. But it's a nice coach to drive, so we'll stick with it for now. We want to get over because we're headed towards Bordeaux, so we want to get over here. There we go. I was a bit concerned by that taxi then. I thought it was clear, and then literally as we swung across, that taxi came out of nowhere. And we're going to follow him around this bend onto the roundabout. Where he's going to decide to go very, very slow indeed. Why he felt the need to do that. And now he speeds up. Right. Crikey. He's in a hurry now, look at him. He's off. He's got somewhere to be. I'm beginning to think that 40% on the traffic isn't a bad place to have it set at all. It's there's traffic, but it's not absolutely rammed like it was when we first started. I mean, it can be tweaked to your own preferences. I have it at 60 because there are times where I actually like sort of managing the level of traffic in the cities, but I think 40 is probably about right for the motorways. There's just enough sort of traffic there. But set it at whatever you want to set it at that you think is right for you. Right. Let's get round this bend. Managing our speed, of course. We don't want to go off the road or crash or anything. Get round this bend and we'll get into the... Oh gosh, I can't see again. There we are. The sunlight really is quite... Yeah. There we go. So we're still heading northeast towards Clermont-Ferrand. 272 kilometres to go. So we'll do it like so. Got traffic coming up, so we will indicate like so. Try and get past all of this. Might not happen. We seem to be going uphill, so that's going to be a problem for overtaking all this traffic, because we won't be able to maintain the speed. They seem to have slowed down now, so let's give it a good run. Come on. There we are. Get past this one as well. Oh gosh, oh that was a bit of a... Yeah. I got a bit worried about that corner then. You could tell. We were going probably way too fast to go around that corner. I know the limit is 100, but we were literally going too fast. Still, the weather is on our side. Nice clear skies. And we can turn the lights off now as well. There we go. Some of them have still got theirs on, but we don't need ours on. We're alright. We are making good time, although the arrival time seems to have glitched out. It's saying 0702 and it's 0921 at the moment, so that seems to have bugged out, which it does occasionally. It's very strange. I wonder if the issues that I'm experiencing are related to quick resume on Xbox, and whether really, rather than quick resuming every time I play this game, I just need to fully quit out and load it from a fresh boot. Because when I have loaded it from a fresh boot, I don't have the issues with the time or the route length, so we'll have to have a look at that. Some games are very well optimized for quick resume, and others really are not. So it's a case of sort of exploring that and finding out for yourselves what ones are and are not. If you haven't checked out the other videos on the channel, don't forget that we do a regular stream on a Wednesday evening with Playing with Trains. So we're playing Train Sim World 5, exploring the various routes and features and things, and just having a bit of a laugh with it as well. We have the Assassin's Creed series that we're working through as well as part of our Unfinished Business series. There will be more to come from Assassin's Creed. Syndicate, and also we'll be looking at Bioshock and Batman as well at some point once I get those recorded. We'll be continuing with this series, and there has been a request for us to show some Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster that we picked up recently. 2 games we picked up recently in a sort of management sim sort of genre. That I'm really enjoying both of them. I love those sort of games that allow me to be sort of creative in my sort of so I'm creating roller coasters and theme parks and zoos in games that allow me to do that, very much like farming sim, that allow me to sort of stretch my creative muscles, as it were, and sort of use my imagination to create a farm or a zoo or a theme park. I quite like them, and they're fairly reasonably priced as well. If you can get them from like CD Keys or wherever you want to get your games from, fairly reasonably priced. And I just enjoy being that sort of creative soul, so definitely. So yeah, there's lots to come on the channel for 2025. We're getting content out quite regularly at the moment. How long that will continue, I have no idea, because plans and things and life. But yeah, if you like what you see, do drop a like on the videos, and stay tuned for more content. Let's try and get around this traffic here. I think I might just stay in this lane for the minute. We're not in any real rush. Let's see if I can get that general... Yeah, that's bugged out. Oh no, that's all gone wrong, isn't it? What on earth is going on? I know what's happened there. It's because I was fiddling with those visual settings, the HUD. It's gone a bit wrong. So what I was trying to do was bring up that information, but that's not showing the correct information either. So
Darum soll man sich also anstrengen.
let's get ourselves sorted out. Concentrate a bit more. Come on. There we go. So we have got snow coming in now. As we apparently lose our grip on the road. I don't know what happened there. So we've got signs for Clermont-Ferrand coming up now. We are 162 kilometres away. We'll get the wipers going. There we go. We've got the snow coming down. Seems to have driven into a blizzard in central France. Perhaps for the next video I will change the weather or the season, the date, so that we're driving in a different time of year or something, maybe. I don't know. We might keep it real, keep it with the date of recording as well. So I don't know, we'll make a decision at some point. We want to take the turning for Lyon and Clermont-Ferrand, which is here. Let's try not to crash into any barriers or anything this time. Turn the indicators off. Let's snow is really coming down now. It's got quite misty. I have to put the fog lights on if it gets any worse. In fact, we should probably put our headlights on. There we go. There is a way to do this on the keyboard, but for the life of me, I have absolutely front fog light and we want the rear fog light on, so let's do that. We're going across a bridge of some description. We're into the mountains and such now. So we've got our fog lights and everything on. Oh hello, what's he doing here? Let's try and get around this. That traffic is building up on that lane there, isn't it? There we go. So the weather really has changed. We had nice clear skies, and then all of a sudden this snow and fog has really come into play. We'll be alright. Oh! He says we'll be alright and clips the central reservation. Never mind, the passenger didn't notice, so we're all good. Got away with that one. What did we hit now? I have no idea what we just hit, but we hit something. My driving isn't always this bad, I promise. And for those of you wondering, I don't drive in real life. Health conditions and what have you. And so I don't actually currently drive in real life. Pulled out to overtake, and then so far I haven't actually been able to do it. Just to be able to do it now. 86 kilometers to go. We just tapped the barrier again. Goodness me. This weather is pretty awful. Yeah, it's not ideal. But we're managing. 79 kilometers left until we get into Clermont-Ferrand, so we're doing okay. And then on to Dijon for the mustard. Did just tap the brakes there going around that bend. My confidence about going around those corners has completely gone. Some of them are really, really sharp. over to the left-hand lane. We're going across this bridge here. I think this is the bridge. It's quite a famous bridge in France. If I remember correctly, I think it's this one. Although it might not be actually. No, I think the actual bridge I'm thinking of is longer. It's like the highest bridge in Europe or something. And it's in France. I don't think that was it. I think the one I'm thinking of is longer. Perhaps what I'll do is I'll look it up and I'll pop it onto the video. So when I come to edit this video, I'll pop a picture and some information about the bridge I'm thinking of into this part of the video. So we're coming off here. I didn't indicate, which is awful. I was indicating the wrong way of all things. We apparently need to take a break. And we also maybe need to think about getting fuel before we head off to Dijon. I haven't actually seen any services recently, or fuel stations. That might be a worry. We'll take this one. Oh, we crashed into it. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just making sure you're all awake. What happened there was I was literally coming into that toll booth way too fast. And the passengers suffered for that. What are you doing? You absolute... Do you ever meet someone and then just wonder what the hell is going on in their mind, and then you discover that they're an anal-dwelling butt monkey? Good grief. What was that all about? He just didn't give me any room at all, did he? Sorry. I apologise for that outburst of road rage there. That's probably one reason why I don't drive. Right. I fail to understand why this road is a 100km/h limit. There we are. I mean, that is only 60 miles an hour. 62 miles an hour at 100 kilometres. We worked that out a little while back. I'm not completely convinced that I want to be doing that much as we go into Clermont-Ferrand in the last 14 kilometres. There we are. We're coming into the town itself now. Get across this roundabout. And make sure it is clear to go onto the roundabout, because I've done this before. I can't see where I'm going because I've turned the camera. There we are. Wait for the camera to readjust itself. Onto this road here. We are going a bit fast again. Slow down a little bit. We're above the speed limit. Forwards a bit and we'll keep an eye on the lights. quick swig of coffee from the thermos as we wait for the light to change. There we go. Those are red as well. So we are now in Clermont-Ferrand. And we are waiting for the light to change, which I can't see. I'm assuming they've gone green because that guy's gone for it. And apparently I'm going into here, but this says no entry. Except bus is what I assume that sign says there. We have now arrived into Clermont-Ferrand. Whether we were on time or not, we don't know. Right, handbrake on. Let's get the doors open. We'll turn the lights and everything off. And we will open the luggage compartment, which we didn't lock. We should have, but we didn't. Never mind. We'll just assume it's self-locking.
Hello.
You're going to Dijon. You want some mustard too? You want some mustard? They're all going to Dijon because this is the only place we're going now.
Hello.
On the mustard bus. Oh, you're going to Leverkusen. Well, we are not. There's always one. Hello, where are you going? You're going to Dijon. Mustard for you, sir? Yeah. And for you? I'll just get the next one. I don't know. You're going to Dijon.
Moin.
Mustard for you, ladies. Yes. And you, madam?
Hi. Ich hab sehr
Yeah.
freundlich.
Yeah, that's all it. All aboard the mustard bus. There we are. Get the doors closed. Get ourselves into neutral so we can start the engine. I always forget that. And then into reverse with our reversing camera, which we will keep an eye on. We've got the brakes on. We need to pull out of here. Like so. We've got a range of coaches there. What have we got? What have we got parked up? Should we have a quick look? I don't think we're due to depart anytime soon anyway. What have we got here? We have got a man, Euro 6, whatever that is, I don't know. A man's lion something. It will say on the side. Man's Lions coach, Euro 6. They're quite nice to drive. What have we got on this one? I think that's probably the same, isn't it? Nope, I don't know what that is. That's either a Scania or something else. That doesn't say. It's unbranded, which probably means it's a Setra that they've renamed something else. A Neoplan. It's a nice bus to drive as well. And what have we got here? Another man. These are probably mans as well. Nope. I think that's similar to what we've got, what we're driving. The Inter, the Scanias. Very likely. Anyway, we've got a few more over here. The sunlight. Now that's a livery I haven't had. Mine Fernbus.de in cooperation with Flixbus. Milano, Monaco. I want that livery. I think we do have that one in the game. And then there's this with in cooperation with Flixbus. Let's get back on our bus. There's a lot of buses in this game that you can drive, and they all are very well done. Right, like I say, we are falling back in love with this game. Not that I ever really fell out of love with it. I lost interest and went on to other games for quite some time, but I'm actually falling back in love with it for a sort of chilled experience. We need to take a break, apparently. The doors are required to be open and we're required to exit the coach. The engine is required to stop. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll stop here. We'll just have a break. Gosh. Okay. Let's do that bit again. Okay, so having had a look around the garage area, the bus station, I have stopped. I've opened all the doors. We do need to take a break. So we're going to do that very quickly. Like so. And then we'll check all the passengers in. We've only got 16 on the way to Dijon. We've checked you. We haven't checked you, madam. Anja. We'll check you. We'll check you and you. And Friedrich. Vincent. No. We checked Lias. And Vincent. And Jennifer. And Nella. And hello, madam. Talia, or Talia, Nevio. I'm sure these names are made up. They're not legitimate names. They can't be. Xenia. There we are. Right, passengers all checked. We are good to make our way to Dijon to pick up our mustard. Let's go. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. We'll turn the wipers off. As the weather had now cleared back up. We're heading straight out of here. We really are up in the mountains now. We're very, very close to them indeed. Okay, so we've now pulled out of the garage, the bus station, sorry. And we are in the mountains. And the weather has improved for now. So we make our way out toward Dijon. We've got 348 kilometers to go for this section of the journey as we go from C to D. Making our way around there. That's quite a turn to make, that one. There you go. Some of the environments and architecture and stuff is really well done in this game. I'm impressed. This game does not get the love that it should get. In my opinion, I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinions, of course. But I really do feel that this game hasn't been given nearly as much attention as it should be. As chilled out driving experiences go on console, we don't have an awful lot of decent driving sims. But I would rate this one as one of the top ones, despite all of its issues and problems that it has had. I would still rate it as one of the better ones. Let's go through this toll booth area without crashing into it this time. Okay, we're just waiting for the barrier to come up. There we go. So we've got signposts in front for Marseille, Toulouse and Perpignan. Or Perpignan? I don't know. This guy's going to come out in front of us again. It's probably that butt monkey once more. What the heck was that? It was clear that I was... that I had right away. Yeah, that was frustrating to say the least. I'm just going to get him back. That's what you get. Sorry, passengers. I would overcome with furious anger and rage. So, that was not responsible driving. Do not drive like that in real life. Don't try it at home or on the roads or wherever you want. But he really did frustrate me. It's the same colour van as we had before as well, so probably the same guy. But he needs to know that he can't get away with that behaviour. So we really are up in the mountains now. Doesn't it look great? It looks fantastic. With the snow as well. It really adds an extra element. In fact, I like it so much I'm going to take a screenshot. So we make our way out to Dijon. Severe turns there. Quite twisty road. And we've got some snow coming in as well now. We'll get those wipers on in a second. How good do these mountains look? This is a stunning route to be driving through. Let's get our wipers on the minimum level for the minute. It's not snowing heavily. There's nothing we can't handle. Oh, hello. That'll be the barrier. Dude, when did you get your license? From the same place you did. There we are. Out of a Christmas cracker. Just ease our coach around these bends. I'm going to stay in this lane for a minute. There's a view for you. I don't know if that's a lake or what that is. Or whether that's just a random graphical thing where the snow line is. It could be a lake. It seems to be that the snow goes down so far and then just hasn't loaded in, or like I say, it could be a section of water. I've no idea. It might change as we get closer to it. It looks to me like it's just a random... Yeah, it looks to me like it's just a snow line. It hasn't fully loaded in. It is just adjusting as we get closer to it. You can sort of see that now. It's just one of those things. worried too much about it. I need to be careful of this traffic though. So even though I turned it down to 40, it is still a challenge in places. I'm going to go through this tunnel, through the mountains. I mean, we probably need to stay in lane, I don't know. I do want to get past this van. We won't for the minute, we'll stay where we are. See, that's saying 70, but my speedo navigation thing is saying 100, so I'm very confused. Through the mountains we continue. Snow is coming down a little bit harder now, so we will put our wipers up a little bit more. Oh, hello. What happened there? I don't think he hit me. I didn't hit him. But he just seemed to react like we made a collision. I don't think we did. I have to watch that back on a replay. Hello. Up on 2 wheels there. I hate these minibuses. They have a habit of just pulling over. And you really don't want them to. Are you going to just cut in front of me? What are you doing? I haven't checked our fuel level for a little while. We're about halfway on the tank. And we have 200 kilometers to go. I think we might do it. We might not need to refuel. We'll see how we go. We do still have 200 kilometers to go. Signposts are now showing Dijon, which is a good sign. Ha! A good sign. Sorry. That was an awful joke. I apologise. Why have we got traffic stopping? What's going on? I might come across into the other lane, because the traffic is building up on this lane, and I've no idea why. this. This road is very bendy. I mean, they're big open bends, but it's still... I'm speeding, apparently. I didn't even notice the speed limit. It was 80 through that section. There we are. So we continue up through the mountains. .170 kilometers to go now. I could put the cruise control on, but as soon as I put it on, I probably need to slow down. I'm bringing you guys back in. We are en route to Dijon. I'm not sure what the sat-nav is doing there. It's showing that we have arrived, but we actually haven't. We're a little way out. Waiting for the lights to change as we make our way into Dijon itself. We are starting to run a little bit low on fuel. I'm hoping we make it. We should have enough to get us there. The weather has changed as well, as you can see. We've got the heavy snow and the fog back. It did clear up for a little while and then it started to come back again. We'll continue into Dijon anyway. It could be because what happened was I did miss the turning and then reset the bus back onto the road in the correct position, so that could be why it's showing in yellow rather than orange. We have got a fuel stop there. Oh, I did hit the curb. Yeah, I know. It's all good. Don't panic. I'm speeding ever so slightly as well. Let's not get a speeding ticket. To go around this section of road here, roundabout or whatever it is. I want to get into that. I want to go that way if I can. Through there, and then take a right here. There we go. It's not the best driving today. I do apologise for that. Creeping over the speed limit there just a little bit. So we didn't have to stop for fuel. I was wondering whether we might have to. It seems to be that we've just enough to get us there. Just try not to go too far over the speed limit there. It's still showing 0 meters. Like I say, it possibly glitched out when I reset the bus after missing the turning. But I'm pretty sure, having missed the turning and trying to continue on for 106 kilometers would have done us in. We would have run out of fuel. It's coming up orange just past this turning here. But I have absolutely no direction. I would assume that we need to go left here, which we will attempt to do, and then round to the right. So it's saying 3 kilometers now, so it seems to have corrected itself. We'll ease our coach round. That looks like the coach station there. We need to get into that lane, I would assume. Just get ourselves in where we need to be. Where is it taking us? Looks like we're going in this way. Here we are, arriving into Dijon, like so. Dijon also now unlocked for us for future routes and journeys. We'll put the handbrake on, we'll turn everything off, we'll open all our doors, and we'll say goodbye to the passengers. Who are all over there. Right. There we go. And that is another route done. B to C to D. And that's it for another video. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye bye.